Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so got a really interesting conversation piece tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be seeing Murkmire launched on consoles. So, what will tomorrow bring? Murkmire for Elder Scrolls on consoles. It'll be interesting. I'll probably be on sometime because there's a lot, and I just kind of want to give out. I'm going to do a little Legends PvP on here as well. It's been a minute since I've done some Legends PvP, so I figured, well, why not? Let's go get my ass kicked. Sure. But it was kind of interesting because I was like, wow, I mean, Jesus, it's already here, Murkmire, it's coming. It's coming. So it's just interesting, man. Very, very interesting to say the least. I don't know what to think. So we're in Legends PvP. So this is PvP in Elder Scrolls. You don't have to be a legend. You can do arenas. I just don't have my PvP gear on. So I figured, I might as well do Legends. So I'm Lex Luthor. We got an Atrocitus. Looks like we have a Kilowog. And we have a Two-Face. Oh, they're gagging up on me. Come on. Nice break. I got him.
The coin is never wrong.
Take it. Oh. No. Drink it. Wrong button. Shit. Gonna loss out. Drink it.
I told you to stop staring. This is a job for Superman. On your feet, who's the Man of Steel now? Time to bust some head. You Krypton will rise. Will have its vengeance.
Yeah, baby.
Next time,
Oh.
my rage. This will be your head. Time to bust some head.
Come on. Oh, come on. Yes! Lost for the win. Oh, snap. Superman's got me. No. Oh, he's got me. It was nice knowing all of you. Woo! Whoa. Oh. Yes! Woohoo! Mystic's still in this bitch. What's up, bitches? One fucking death. Fucking A. That's it. I might not pull out the most damage, but I will get my fucking kills. I will stay in game, and I will help my team pull out a W. What's up? What's up? Only one death. 3 killing blows. I kept in it. I broke it up. Oh, snap. Oh, snap there. Shrillish. 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 What's up? Oh, snap. Oh, that was so good. That was good. That was good. GG. Oh, snap. Woofy, woofy, woofy. Wow, I was feeling it. I was like, oh, snap. Here we go. Oh, it was good. We're going back. We're going back. Couple block breaks, man. Oh, snap. There's a lot of battlegrounds in DC. No, but that brings it back to what we're going to be anticipating coming up in Elder Scrolls. I think they're on the right path, honestly. I really, really do. I mean, I love that match. Jesus, that was a good match. That was really good. I mean, I was feeling it. Should I stay with Lex? I'm not very... I don't have a lot unlocked on this tune. My other tunes got a lot more unlocked. I'm not as versatile on some other tunes. We'll stay with Lex. We'll stay with Lex. I gotta unlock some. I don't even know what my currency is. We should check that out. Oh man, how long until I can buy a new legend? Oh, I can buy a new legend now. We'll wait till we get 100. But you know, interesting enough. Though, I feel that Murkmire will be a step in the right direction, right? Ace Chemical, sure. It will be a step in the right direction for PvP with Elder Scrolls, because they're kind of realizing, you know, one of their major problems besides performance is counterplay, and I feel like they understand that PvE balance doesn't really incorporate PvP balance. Now, I do have doubts that PvE devs are capable of truly understanding how to balance PvP. You really do need hardcore PvPers who understand PvP to tell you what is working and what isn't working. Because PvEers typically don't PvP much. But, woo! I was feeling that last round. One death. I don't know if I can pull this off all the time, man. I got a bad heart. I shouldn't be in this place. Oh, it's going to be a rough day. Oh, nice break from the rip, and I fall down. We're going with the crypto.
Discharging electrical system.
By the wisdom of Solomon. I will rip you.
Next time, try
Justice.
smarter than you and run.
Electrical system charge. Now.
Stay partnered up.
This is cool. Faster than a speeding bullet.
Okay.
Stop your crying.
As long as we're holding a point, we're winning. Okay, now. Nice. Nice tag team. Nice tag team. It's how we play points. It's how we play the points. We stay it, we hold them.
Score another for the good guys.
Boy, he's persistent. Oh shit, I got two on me. I'm gonna pull the block game. I've got a loss out. Don't let him on top is what I'm trying to prevent.
This is a job for Superman.
Drink it out. He's gonna get me, but nice. Good. My team's on the point. We're gonna fucking get it. It's well worth it. Well worth the loss. We can take the loss out. What's up with PvP?
Meow.
Yeah. Control. Okay. Now we're gonna go dive bombing in here.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Oh shit. Come on. Drink it. Put him in the bomb. Fuck you, cat bitch. Get off me. Drink it. Block it. Come on. That's right. Get her.
Next time, try
Boy, that dude had balls. Okay, I'm going back to the middle. We'll hold up these points. As long as we control 2 points, we're good. Gonna be up. I have to do it. I'm outnumbered. Come on. Yeah. Nothing I can do. I'm way outnumbered. Kill him. We got this. We win. We win. There's no way they're going to turn over that many points. We can't turn over that many. There's no fucking way. It's almost next to impossible. Woo! 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 Oh, nice knockback. Eat it. Nice knockout, bitch!
Crime doesn't pay.
I'm getting
They're going underneath the 100 mark. Here they come.
Who's the man of steel
Shit.
now?
Come on, get the race game on!
Crime doesn't pay.
Knock!
This is a job
Trinket!
for Superman. I will use your skull as a boot. This is a
Ah!
Superman.
What's up, Mo? Just PvPing. I know way I'm making this. Come on. That's game. We win! 2 for 2! Woo! Woo! 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, only got 2 Ks, but man, we scored up points. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! 2 wins. Getting those points in. Oh, nice. But yeah, tomorrow Berkmire's coming out for Elder Scrolls. I think it's going to be, you know, a pretty good update overall. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Man, it's been a minute, man. I haven't PvP'd in a minute. I'm rusty as fuck, to be honest with you. But whew, oh, Jesus, it's been a minute. We'll unlock a new legend tonight, for sure. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I trying to PvP? You know, it's just topic of discussion. Because I think the counter game for Elder Scrolls is going to look good in the future. How long it'll take to adjust some of these fine-tuning situations will be the question. You know, that's the question. That's just it. But you know, in this game, we have counterplay, but we have no immunity to recover at times. And that makes people with the global cooldown system, you know, you're so like, it makes things very rough. So we're in a 2v2 in the Bat Cave. I hate this. I really, I mean, this can go either way. Usually whoever has dominance in the beginning of these matches usually has. All right. You always want to go with your dude in the back.
Give up.
Oh shit. Nice. Cheese did it. It's going to be one of those really hard games. Oh, that's so fucking cheeseball. Where in the hell is my part? Now, this is where I don't like this game. This is where I don't like the match. Because if they get in between you, you're fucking dead. There's not much you can do. This is where these points are so bitch because they're right beside each other. Like, I hate this map. I hate this map just because of this. See how... And all you're doing is ticking points, man. You're ticking points because they're in between. If you have to be in the front line of it all, or else you're fucked. There's a moth, just kind of whatever. I have to wait for my dude, and while I'm waiting for him to respawn, we're losing points. So this is where it gets really fucking crazy. Now I'm gonna try to lure him off, but see, now they're gonna tag team up. And it's good play. It's a good strategy. See what I'm saying? The map in this isn't well designed, and you can tell like when somebody like says, "Oh, you know, we're just going to put them beside each other," and it's not really a good idea, you know, for this. And my dude is still not even here. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Now, are they in a guild? Let's see. I'm trying to find out. No. So it's a pug. They're playing good together, though. Now, see, the problem with this game, and I'll be honest with you, how the design of this game works, there's no immunity once trinkets popped. That's the downside to PvP in DCUO. No recovery point. So everybody asks, why is DCUO PvP bad? Because there's no recovery point. If you're outnumbered, you lose. You lose. There's no recovery point to this game. And that's where immunity has to take precedence, and placement of positioning is relative. Now see, once I pop this, they can see me again. And that's it. That's game over. There's no point when they're holding positions for you to hit recover. So what is the problem with PvP in DCUO? It's just simple. It's just no immunity to the CC effect. Once you pop it, you have a 30% resistance. That doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. There's no recovery time. So PvP in DC is fun, just not practical. You can have fun in it. So can you have fun in PvP in DC? Yeah, you can have fun. Is it competitive? No. No leaderboards. Is there hope for PvP? Yeah, but you need somebody to attend to it. And you need to get people in there who know what they're doing. That's it. One or two minor fixes in the PvP in this game would be epic, beyond epic, actually. Because the power sets actually do work in favor of the PvP system. Unfortunately, though, it gets unattended. It doesn't get attended to. Like, it needs attention, and mild attention. Not even a lot of attention. Mild attention. And unfortunately, nobody's doing it at Daybreak. So, heads up. If you ever play this game, you come for PvE, not PvP. But it's fun. It's fun. Now, back to Elder Scrolls PvP. Elder Scrolls commercializes PvP, and it has very fast-paced combat, very good recovery. The problem of it is the counterplay is the weakest in MMO genre. So there's very little to no proper counter measures for each ability. Most games, when they come out with an ability, will automatically say, what do we need to do to provide a proper countermeasure? And this was very well overlooked in the beginning stages of PvP development in Elder Scrolls Online. Now, Murkmire is hoping to rectify that, right? Murkmire is promising we're going to start trying to make this skill-based PvP, which I commend them for because they need to. Now, if they finally iron things out with counterplay in skill-based PvP, does it really help the PvP community? Yes and no. yes, it's going to help the PvP community, then give them proper understanding of what PvP is initially supposed to be doing. Unfortunately, the servers and the networking is so god-awful that the bugs are still going to show. So unless they actually increase the capability of performance within the engine, in the networking, it's going to have very little promise to for productive measures. So like I said, I'm just kind of having fun, goofing off. I was like, I'm going to PvP, I might as well come in and PvP. So I suffered my first loss. It happens. You can have a lot of fun in here PvPing. You can. Is it balanced? Legends has some problems. The other classes, it's all about CCs. Come on, dude. And this is another problem you have. If you blink, you're dead. Oh, are you fucking serious? Nice. Dude got his block break down pretty good. And now I'm screwed. Okay. Good. Dude, I just faced that dude. Fuck! And I hate that too. In this game, you're going to have a major problem because not a lot of people PvP. And dude just went up there by himself, got his ass kicked. Okay. Battleground rule number 1. What did we remember in Battlegrounds? It's a numbers game. If there's 2 versus 1, guess what? You're outnumbered. If you're outnumbered, what's going to happen? You're going to fucking lose. Got him, but I'm dead. Got one. Dude better be on it. He better be on it. That might have been a worthwhile sacrifice. We're way down. I mean, way down. See, there's no point to recover. That's the downside of this game. Fast pace, yes. Recovery, no. Sacrifice. If you're outnumbered, you lose. That's the problem in the PvP in this game. Okay? So even if they're at a sliver of life, the much damage and block breaks that they're doing, one's going to throw block breaks, one's going to range down. There's not much you can do. This is a game over scenario. Now, see, that's another thing my partner's not paying attention to. Paying attention to the single target. Who am I damaging? What is going on? All of a sudden, he leaps in and he's picking a wrong target. All of a sudden, he dies, right? I got 2 targets on me. They're focused. So that's the problem in this game. Why isn't PvP doing good in DCUO? Simple. No adjustment play. It's not about counterplay. It has counterplay. The game actually has the best counterplay in an MMO. Hands down. Hands down, it has the best counterplay ever. The problem, recovery. CC recovery is almost non-existent. Like, oh, well, you get, a percentage, and now, your artifact has immunity, and artifact has immunity. So the problem of it is, on trinket drop, should have an immunity base applied, not a resistance buff applied. So, because the resistance buff is basically shit in compared to a recovery point. So I'm not saying apply a heal. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't want to get CC'd again after you've just broken CC, right? Even though CCs break, you don't want to get CC'd again. So because why? Because you're at a recovery point in that gameplay. You've made the right decision. Timed your trinket to the best possibility scenario, and now it's on global cooldown. So what's the scenario? You want a chance to try to catch your breath, to recover, to get back in there. But in this game, that doesn't happen. So why is PvP struggling, and why has it been struggling in DC? One simple thing. It's hit. It's recovery point. That's all. That's it. That's the problem. Out of every game has huge major issues with PvP, DC has 2. And one's a recovery point. It's like, out of all the problems that you could have had listed, you don't even hit any major problem. You just didn't realize, and this is once again when you can tell PvPers are not in charge. It's like, why don't you have a PvPer dev in there? Oh, because we don't have the budget to do it. You make fucking budget. That's when you make the budget happen. You put the budget. You incorporate that in the budget. I trust you. You find room. If you have to fire an office person, you do it. You put a PvP dev in there. You put it in there. Fire an office worker. Fire a fucking secretary. Fucking fire a PR person if you have to. Put a fucking PvP dev in there. You make room for the PvP dev. It takes more precedence. So a lot of people would be like, no. And I'd be like, listen, man, I've been MMOing for fucking longer than you've had your fucking job. And I will tell you, yes, and fucking yes. Do you have PvP? Yeah. Do you want players to play it? Yeah. Then fire somebody and put a PvP dev in there. There's my advice to you. There's my advice. Okay, let me check how many marks I got. I might be able to get a new Legends while we're at it. 96. We'll wait till we get 100. Hundreds have a nice little whatever. You'll find a shitload of people always dueling in here. The game's fun. It has capability. Blocking is very important. Block breaking. Very, very important to how PvP goes in DCUO. It's all about what? The break. And Batman's, and when you saw this guy, all he was doing was ranging me with block breaks. Right? That's all he was doing, ranging me with block breaks. Block break. Block break. Block break. And what can you do? You can't do anything against somebody spamming this. So what do you need? When you're blocking and right, there's the shield, there's my block, and he ranges me, he breaks me out, I get knocked down, right? I'm going to pop a trinket if I'm going to be close to death, because the only time I'm going to be taking a significant amount of damage is when I get knocked, right? So if I pop my trinket, my major thing is I just did that for recovery, to try to recover from being knocked down. The problem of it is, though, another CC can be applied. And if the CC is applied, I mean, because, well, you get 30% chance to resist. That doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. That's why people go with tank, and then they just they go with the DPS build and they hit the tank just for the modifier. You don't even have to have tank gear. You can just go tank roll and run up DPS. So I'm a controller. I can run an entire DPS and without switching out, hit my controller. Now I have more CC buffs applied. And that's relative. So when I take a look at the modifiers, take a look at my dominance. My dominance is what's used to apply a crowd control effect, right? So that's relative. So we have 2270 in controller role. But when I switch out and we go back into it, should have got a bonus modifier. Hold on. Okay. Dominance 2270. DPS should be a modifier. Nope, no modifier applied. Hold on. Oh, and that's another thing I gotta switch out, was that voice chat. Anyways, there's usually a modifier applied. Let me see here. Let me take a look. Oh, is it vitalization modifier? I don't know. Alright. Current effects, none. Okay, Star Labs. But you'll see it. Usually, like, there's a buff to the healers. And there's a modifiers being applied for roll switch. $52.92. Let's see if what happens if I do that. There it is. Vitalization goes down. Okay, so that's it. So the modifier applied to the buffer is vitalization. 52. To 39. So that's what people do. And for tanks, it's applying the toughness. So they'll go in DPS gear and then just they'll have an entire. They won't go into their tank role or configuration. They'll just have DPS gear, right? Have toughness, and then do what? Switch out the friggin' role. It's it. It's like. That's where gear modification has to be precedence and how your role is being applied.
I'm taking over this situation. This team is now operating under Suicide Squad's authority. I've recruited some members of Task Force X to assist. Get the job done.
The Rage God. It's on my team. Dark Orb. Grant Gardner. They have 3, we have 4.
Match commencing. Life support control node enabled.
Okay.
Terrarium control node enabled. Warning. Ham's transport system unknown error.
Why did the bat cross the road? I don't think so.
You will kneel before General Zod. Bring it on.
2 on me. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. This wasn't a great idea, too. Putting them right beside each other, the spawn areas. Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Life support control node enabled.
Come on.
Terrarium control node enabled. Life support control node enabled.
Next time, try using your brain.
Terrarium control node enabled.
Okay.
Now for some fun.
Mercy is weak. Earthlings are pathetic.
Good play. Now, see, I got 2 on me.
Life support control node enabled.
Just getting started.
I will rip you in two.
You're finished. Making the world a better place. Starting with your face.
Nice break.
Give up. You will suffer.
Ah!
Next time,
It was nice knowing you guys. Oh, no, no, no! Keep on them, boys and girls.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node
I'm
enabled.
not crazy. We all have two sides. Heard any good jokes lately? Joke? So I says to myself, just flip a coin.
We lose. We tried. Good matchup. They keep one on. They kept pushing the other points. Really good, really good, really good. You know, overall, can't complain about that. You know, I mean, it could have been better, obviously. So, nice. So once again, at least everybody gets to see what PvP is like in this game. It's a numbers game. And at the end of the day, PvP in this game is fun. And PvP in every MMO can be fun. As what's the practicality behind it? Why is your player base not enjoying the PvP? What's going on? What are you trying to do? That becomes the question, man. Like, I like the PvP in this game. I thought it was cute. I thought the Legends was a big selling point. I'm like, who wouldn't want to play Superman? Who wouldn't want to play Joker? Who wouldn't want to play these iconic, characters in a PvP environment? Did they successfully pull it off? Well, the counterplay was there. The problem of it was recovery point. I'm like, because as soon as one of your partners died, and let's say you had a full bar of health, you were outnumbered, and meaning there was no way to, prevent, being onslaughted. So recovery point was apparent, and I'm like, that's the only problem the game has. There's no immunity to the point of the CC, man. The CCs at this point aren't killing you. It's the point where you can't get to recover from your initial break. Something not very big that could easily be fixed. It's also been recommended by a couple of players. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody at Daybreak, once again, is in DC is a big avid PvPer, and it's been shelved for years. So it's like, it's here, all the core fundamentals, but was the desire to increase development to PvP significant when you don't even have leaderboards? Now, without any form of leaderboards, that's an issue itself. Like, you could easily put a leaderboard in something like your deeds, or your maps, or something like that. You could, like trophies. If we went to trophies, you could put PvP leaderboards, or PvE leaderboards. You can make it a little bit more competitive for players, because all of a sudden, what was your score? What was your league score for raids this week? And you have the top leagues, with their score in elites or something like that in their runs. And you can look that up. Something easy to add. Same thing with PvP. Just something easy. Give it that. What's up, Scott? So, I feel like I'm really looking forward to Murkmire. Like, in the gist of it all, I feel Elder Scrolls is moving in the right direction with Murkmire. I'm more prominent about that because it should be skill-based. It should adjust to counterplay. Because in the end of the day, players want the capability of being able to turn the tide. Right? And I know a lot of people in the 1vxers are like, well, 1vxing days are coming to an end. And like, well, no, exploiting's coming to an end. Broken mechanics are coming to an end. You guys found broken mechanics and exploited them. That doesn't have anything to do with the skill base of a player. If a player is skilled and understands their class and their character, they will do good regardless of the adaptation. They'll adapt. That's a skilled player, right? A player who exploits, and I'll be honest, I've exploited in Elder Scrolls. I use the game's internal system to crutch myself. Why? Because I know it's broke. I know it's broke. I know a lot of players aren't going to be able to adjust to what I'm doing to them. And it's sometimes I literally have to abandon an ability or abandon something because it's too broke. There's no challenge to it. And then players claim, oh, I'm a 1vxer. You're not a 1vxer. You're an exploiter. There was nothing skilled about what you were doing. You didn't have skill. You exploited. And I'm a guilty party to that as well. So please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying whatever. It's like, it is what it is. But when do you want to challenge? When do you want players to have a healthy PvP environment? Like, I love the PvP in DC. I love the Legends. I love the arenas. I love the open world and zone areas, the PvP. But a lot of times you take a look at DC and it's not the biggest thing when it comes to the lack of counter. Counter's been implemented. It's like, why aren't you guys focusing on just the two things that need fixed? And that's recovery point for immunity on Trinket on a global cooldown, and giving you the fact that you can actually then adjust proper gear for a role. So the whole idea behind PvP gear should adjust to role. I shouldn't be able to put on gear, PvP gear, hit a button, and then get a booster to PvP. That's what's happening in DC. That's what's always happened in DC. So you want a PvP set. They have PvP sets, which is great. They have it. The only thing they have to do is do the scaling adjustment on roll. So all you have to do, immunity on GCD for Trinket Pop and adjusted gear on roll. So if I switch to DPS, my PvP gets adjusted. My PvP gear gets adjusted to modify for DPS. If I'm in Troller, my gear gets adjusted to what? Troll. Not stack DPS gear, run Troll, get a higher form of CC, and ignore the 30% resistance to the Trinket Pop. Okay, so that's what's happening. And it's like, why didn't you guys think about that? Oh, because none of you guys are PvP devs. You guys didn't think about it because none of you guys PvP. And this is why I keep trying to say, and Tryon, well, I did an earlier video, which was one of the biggest Battleground games ever up to next to World of Warcraft for a class-based system, just filed bankruptcy and just got bought out by another company. It was so sad to see this, right? I was like heartbroken to see what had happened. And Tryon had the same issues with PvP, was figuring out how to properly balance against classes. Their counterplay was perfect in Rift. Counterplay was beyond exceptional. We had disarms, we had dispels, we had cleanses. Everybody could get a cleanse. We had different effects going on for counter for days and days and days in Rift. The problem where Rift had, well, there were certain exploits like speed exploits and stuff that later on got nerfed. But so it wasn't perfect. The problem of it was balancing act, because it was class-based. It was like nobody gave a shit about balance, but when players were dying, they cried. I didn't care if I died to an opposite class. I thought of the rule of paper, rock, scissors. So if I died to a class that I was meant to die to me, that was the nature of the beast. I was against the class where I was weak in my gameplay, right? Vice versa. So I might not be strong against these classes in this role, but I'm strong against the classes when they're in that role. And now it's going back to paper, rock, scissors, which DC does well. DC has those elements. The problem of it is people can smack on gear, hit a button, get the modifier jack, go ahead, get the additional buffer if they're in tank role or something to toughness, and then all of a sudden, poof, what? They got the resistance boot proc anyway. So they're the rock to the scissors of the Troller scissors. The problem of it is now, though, does healer stand a chance against tanks? No, not really, because there's no way to CC the tanks, right? And it all comes back to them just being able to, because they're in a DPS role. They're not in a tank role. They have tank immunity due to what? Their switch, not their gear-based. So that's why you have to adjust it. And it's like, why aren't people paying attention to this? Why aren't devs paying attention to the littlest things to PvP? And I say it and I stress it again and again and again and again. Holy Grail, PvP. Thou shalt not put a PvE dev in PvP development. Thou shalt not warrant such a cost in development. It is it is blasphemy. It is like your ticket to hell in the eyes of the MMO gods. You have committed a cardinal sin. You will suffer the consequences in development for that. And it goes to show you reap what you sow. And I like the fact that the devs in Rulable are addressing some of the issues for counterplay in ESO, but it comes back to the fact that they're having PvE devs mess with PvP. And that will never, ever, 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 ever. And I worship a lot of what, Matt Fire has done for the MMO community. But he, more than anybody, should know. He should know. Thou shalt not do this. Thou shalt not do this. Because they don't have a PvP mindset. And it's like, why are you doing this? You're shooting your product in the leg by letting these amateurs, and I will say that, these PvE developing amateurs fuck with PvP. It's a whole different beast of a world. And you do not let them do that. They might be good at coding. They might be good at their jobs. I'm not debating that. But unless they understand the intricate art up behind PvP, they will always come up short. They will always come up short because they don't have the PvP mindset to nip it in the ass before it got to this stage. And that's been Elder Scrolls' problem, along with performance. Now this game, opposite effect. You have it. You have performance. You have counterplay. But you're lacking two of the opposite elements. So it's like, what's missing in DC? Recovery and proper gear alignment. That's it. That's all. That's it. It's like, wow. Wow. It's like, you know, I have yet to see a lot of MMOs hit the nail on the head, man. I'm just, and you kind of get a little frustrated. You're like, why am I not cute? I should be cute. Oh, I didn't hit the Q button. But it's like, why is this not happening for companies? I'm like, why is it becoming so hard these days? It keeps saying the world's down. Oh, really? When you're trying to get in? I don't know why. Try to reboot or something. You can also go on your phone and stuff too, Mo. But yeah, PvP is an art. It is a very, 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 very special thing to MMOers. Because at the end, when players are in between content and they're saying, "Hey, I don't have anything to do between the next shit. What do I need to do?" Well, I'm going to PvP. Okay, sounds great. So that's why MMO companies put it in there to keep them occupied initially. Problem of that is if your game isn't yes and okay. Okay, got you. The problem of it is if you don't build the game for PvP, if you don't build it properly for PvP, you will suffer the consequences. You will. You will. You will suffer. You will suffer so bad. I love the elements of PvP in DC. Problem is, there's nobody, you know, trying to put forth anything. They're like, it's good as is. Players play it, and you know they get to unlock things, and you know for what it is, we'll leave it. And to them, that's acceptable. For Elder Scrolls, now you have a whole different slew of shit, and that's why Murkmire had to happen. Because Elder Scrolls was built on top of PvP. The end game initially for Elder Scrolls wasn't raiding, it was PvP. So the game was initially ground up, supposed to be PvE to get to PvP. That's what it was built to do. The problem of it was they lost their PvP development. They lost the fundamentals along the way. Because counterplay was never established. And it was like, oh, okay, opt to do what? Oh, me? I'm doing a stream and just doing Legends, Mo. You might want to get your layers done, though. If you haven't got that done, you might want to set up your layer runs and shit so you can get your mainframe and shit unlocked. I'll work with you tomorrow or the next day. I got an appointment tomorrow morning and stuff. Because tomorrow's Murkmire. And that's a big thing for ESO. So it's like, you know, I wanted to discuss it and kind of just, you know, go over DC PvP and kind of retrospect and be like, hey, looky, here's this great game we have. PvE is awesome. I love the PvE in both games. So Elder Scrolls Online has probably one of the best PvE games to date, in my opinion. Because it's so big. It's so rich. It's so amazing. Endgame crafting worthy. Lore worthy. Mechanics, very well done until it bugs. A lot of really cool things with ESO in PvE. That mean on the phone. You're on the phone?
Amanda Waller here. You have
Okay, so I was just in Star Labs, and I'm back again. I'm back. I'm back. They call me Slim Shady. I'm back. And there are people who play this. So Grant Gardner was in the last team I was against, so we can anticipate that. And
Life support control node enabled.
I hate the fact that they really messed up on mapping in this.
Control node enabled.
Oh, come on.
Hero number 1.
Next time, try using your
God dang it.
Who's the man of steel now?
God. Now watch. When I hit this, I have a certain immunity. Now see, once I block, and I see, now I'm trinketed out. Okay, there was a perfect example of the CC. Okay, so I was trinketed out. I was block broken. Now once I break out, there's nothing I can do. I get CC'd again. So my recovery point, because I'm outnumbered, is gone. My window of opportunity to recover is non-apparent because I have no recovery point. Right? That is the problem. Nice. Now see, then once I'm block broke, there's nothing I can do. I've trinketed out. So this is why it's a really good opportunity for me to show the pros and cons of the PvP system in this game. I'm outnumbered. So what does that mean? Somebody's going to continuously spam block breaker, right? And all that allows them to do is keep the upper hand. Because there's no way I can go ahead and trinket out. My trinket's now on global cooldown. They can CC me. And what am I going to do about it? Not a fucking thing. Now look, once I trinket, okay.
Ham station control node enabled.
Now see, he's outnumbered. He's not. See, I'm just spamming the block breaker. He's got it. I'm so excited about the Atlantis episode. Right. Me too, brother. This is the problem with the PvP in this game. Okay? He has the advantage because he's got the most health. He might have his block resistance up. Now, once I do this, I'm done. I can loss out to a degree, but all he's going to do is spam up. See, that when he does this, the bat arm thing, he's just spamming block break. And there's no adjustment to the CC. So what's the problem with PvP? We just now established it. We've just established the only two problems DC PvP has. Only two. Then anybody asks, What's the problem with DC PvP? Two. That's it. That's all. That's literally all. Now watch. Now watch. When I hit this, I get, you know, the counterplay. So the counterplay is evident. But now look. All he's going to do is spam up the block breaker. See the block breaker spam? Because it deals the same amount of damage as any other attack. Nice. Okay, I got him. So at least you guys are learning the intricacy of the PvP. What's going on with PvP in DC, man? Well, you know, it's not a lot. I honestly can tell you that.
You're going down.
No, get off! Oh shit, I'm fucked. I'm trying to get over there. Oh! Trying to get there. It's a numbers game. You're outnumbered, you're fucked. I could get that, and even outnumbered, I'm still screwed. We lost this game pretty much. But I'm trying, boys and girls.
You think you
Now see, he's outnumbered. What's he gonna do? He's running. See, that's your only option.
Next time, try using your brain.
That is your only option. How he just got up there through that, though, I'll never know. Batman. Got two of them. Once again, it's a numbers game, you see? There's nothing I can do. He's spamming up block break. It's not, there's just no recovery point. So there's no immunity to the CC effect. CC can be reapplied, okay? So, and it's not bad. I mean, it's just saying if there's two on you, you lose, okay? You lose. You're always going to lose 2-1. The odds are against you. Trying to keep out of his line of sight.
Next time, try using your brain.
See him? He's just over there spamming. 3-on-1. It now the stacks against. And all he's doing is standing on top of him, block break, block break, block break, block break, block break, block break. So he's not even using an ability. He's like one ability for the stun and then block break. We win. They spent too much time grouped up. Was nothing strategic about it. It was just like literally saying, okay, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to take the death, and they're just going to stack on me more times. This puts more people in this position. So, this dude, he had 10 deaths, but the problem of it is he wasn't positioned. That's strategy. Why I can never get into the PvP in this game is because there's no distinct recovery point. So it gets frustrating to see the counterplay put in. But they didn't adjust the gear. Well, in Legends you can't. So Legends is fine, except just recovery point on Trinket. But in Arena, it's even more bad because, unfortunately, Unfortunately, they didn't adjust gear to roll efficiently for the switch out. So, and that's what the dominant problem has been. So, is it fun? It's fun. If you want to have fun and you want to goof off and you want to PvP here and there, the game's cool. Skilled? No. There's no skill base to the game. Counter? Yeah, it has counter every day. But it's just so simple. You wait for somebody to just rip through you. Just whatever. Get through it. See if I can... Okay. Let's see. Nearby. Let's see if I can duel her. She might not. Declined. Okay, and you never spam. There's plenty of people here. Fento, okay, we'll see what you got, Fento. Okay. No, I declined. Some people just don't want to duel. I don't know why. You know, it's fine. I never like to duel either. A lot of people don't actually duel around here. Okay, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. Excellent. Excellent. So, what's really nice is you got to see, like, now let me throw out the combat log. And it just happened so fast. It is a really, really, really good thing here. You get to see this. He gets to hit me for 345, whip thrash 33. The damage output is not really so good until, like, he sees the outrage damage for 6. Right? Which was significant. Everything else is just low end damage. 7,000 right here. 3,000. And that's, you know, based on, like, you know, once again, a gear parameter. So what's his CR here? What was his CR? I didn't get to see his CR. But once again, these little things like this add up, man. Just trying to see what I can get. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. I wasn't set in the right role. What missions I have to do? Make sure I would get your League one out of the way. I mean your base, your artifacts. You definitely want to get those, man. I can't even see who my dude is.
1. Fight.
Nice. He's got me. Nice. See, stunned. Excellent. So the stun hits me. He crabs up and finishes it off with me. So I don't know if you got to see that. So But no, what you got to do, there's a mission in the journal that you have to take the tour, Mo, of the Hall of Doom. Once you do the Hall of Doom, then calculator will come up and tell you that you have a mission to accept your new lair. So you have to take the tour of the Hall of Doom first, go to the R&D. You'll finish off the R&D station, so make sure you do that as part of the tour, and then you'll get the next mission line. And artifacts are in with Constantine. So it's under like Oblivion Bar. It's called the Oblivion Bar. Okay, now let me check my currency. I need one more Mark of Legends. Go fucking figure. So... Once again, these are all objective base. Arenas are all objective base. I think there are a few death matches. It'll tell you if it's based on death match. Layer battles is deathmatch. ISIS is deathmatch. Moon is like control, I want to say, or something like that. Now, I don't have any of my PvP gear on. I don't even know if that's on my tuner in my bank. But PvP gear is pretty important. I'm not going to lie to you. Just to get toughness up there. Toughness is like Impen in Elder Scrolls. How toughness applies to PvP and reducing damage. So, I do have PvP gear. I think I have tier 3 PvP gear. I want to say something like that. Maybe tier 2 or less than on this tune. Right here. This is my PvP gear. I have like tier 2 on this one. I have tier 3 or something on my main, on my other dude. So this is PvP gear. Toughness. That's it. That's the stat. But look at all my other base stats. Goes to shit by putting it on. 56. Is the PvP level requirement. And that's been the problem with PvP. Is just adjusting the gear properly. We even have a PvP vendor, which is awesome, but that's kind of why I stay in Legends. Because it's like the gear in arenas isn't justifying what's actually happening. So it's like, do I PvP a lot in DC? No, absolutely not. I've learned a long time ago that certain games are better for PvP. Elder Scrolls, I should never have PvP'd. I should have never have done it. So we have a level 97 gear now for me, but it costs 2,000 marks. I have 2,600 marks. And this is relative, but look at my stats. Look at them. They're all negative. There is no positive output except what? Toughness. And they think that players adjust to this accordingly. And that is not the case in this game. It's not. So, and that's the complaint. The complaint was, like, why should I get a whole thing of PvP gear, right, when there's nothing in it for me to have a full set of PvP gear other than the style? There wasn't any. There was never any. And that's been the issue. It's like it had the elements there to try to do PvP, but it lacked the what it needed to do to keep it competitive. And it was just like, okay, great. So we have PvP, we just don't have practical PvP. Because recovery points in gear appropriated gear to role placement. Right. Okay, makes fucking sense. Where's no my base? My base is in Metropolis, but what you do, I have multiple bases. I have bases on all like every tune. Oh, you mean the league hall? The league hall is underwater. We have a league hall. It's underwater. It's just a teleporter in the Hall of Doom. Takes you to league halls, but.
This is Waller. You are now assigned to the Suicide Squad.
Okay, new team.
You are intimately aware of our
Did good last time I was in here.
cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I yank the leash
Classic
to
Batman.
that collar.
I just want my one mark just to go get a new legend. Ooh, I could get John Stewart. Oh. Shit, wrong button. That's gonna hurt me. See how the CC doesn't give you immunity? You're as good as dead. And if you get pounded on by more than one, see? No block break, no immunity. No recovery point whatsoever. That's the problem. So if anybody asks, what's the problem in PvP? Just recovery. That's it. There's no immunity to CC. Well, you get immunity when you hit the trinket. It's junk. It's junk. It's just junk. That's why PvP has not gone anywhere in this game.
Next time, try using brain.
Give up.
Now see, he's got the high ground, and there's nothing I can do because I can't see him.
Who's the man of steel now?
I've already popped. See? Nothing I can do. I'm powered out. I'm stammed out. Or, not stammed up. Powered out for sure. Good. They're playing really well, though, together. They're definitely taking advantage of their opportunities.
Who's the man of steel now?
See, I got two on me. Nothing I can do. One's going to throw a block break. Another one's just going to go ahead and just range me down. My team's over there fucking off, trying to get on one person, and that's a good, smart gameplay. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Next time, try using brain.
See, once you get knocked, there's no recovery. It's like knockout, you're basically kissing your ass goodbye once you get knocked down. If you get CC'd, you can break, but you only get a trinket one time on global cooldown. That's a CC, but you have no immunity to another applied effect. Okay, we lose, but I at least got my mark. So you guys are getting to see how PvP works in this game. It's just all PvP is in this game is taking advantage of stacking on top of one player. That's it. Does that take skill? No. If you have a one-on-one, it's about gear score, the highest DPS gear that you can get on top of stacking some toughness. So it's like there were a couple minor things that I felt that the PvP in this game could have been better based on just minor fixes. And it was like, you know, that's what it is. And this is why a lot of times I will tell people, stay away from this in this game. Stay away from that in this game. And honestly, I haven't seen a good... The best MMO out there for PvP is probably still World of Warcraft, as far as MMO. Is World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2. I'm sorry. I am actually so sorry to say that out loud, but it's the truth. It's the god-awful truth. People will be like, no, it's so bullshit, it's so bullshit. No, it's the truth. They've got counterplay, they got the gear parameters. Is it balanced? It's not supposed to be. It was never supposed to be. Ooh, Guy Gardner, man. That would be pretty cool. I don't want a Batman. I don't want another Batman. Deathstroke would be kind of cool to learn. Shazam. That looks pretty cool. Flash. Oh, my. Flash or Superman. I think I'm going to go Flash. Do they have... I wonder if they have Reverse Flash. That would be cool. Why don't we have him? We have the Flash, but we don't have Reverse Flash? What? This is a crime. Oh. Why can't I have the evil speedster? This is a complete crime, man. Their powers are the same. Why do I have to have a good guy? You know? Why? Okay. I'll take that. Alright, so now I got a new Legends. So now I can go practice with him. And I would recommend practicing with your Legends. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna pick my Legend. And I'm gonna get to try it out. It only cost me about 100 marks. 100 mark of Legends. Never had him before, so...
Come on, keep up.
Oh, whoa, what is that? Okay. Okay, so he doesn't have his... Or does he?
Is that all you got?
Okay.
Catch me if you can. Fastest man alive.
I want to learn that one ability.
You almost got me.
Something's up with that really cool counter once you hit it.
Are you even trying?
This seems a little crazy.
Too slow.
Alright, let's give it a try. We gotta try it out. Now we got it, we gotta try it. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm crazy. This is crazy. It's not a great idea. Alright, Barry Allen. Or could be, this could be Wally West. I don't know. Didn't say which Flash. I'm assuming it's Barry Allen. I'm assuming. Okay, Temple of Isis just got out of there. Kind of interesting to see how I work this. I'm not accustomed to it a lot. Trying to figure out how to combo up, take advantage of like opportunities.
It's Waller. I'm taking over this situation.
Hey, Stuart.
This team is now operating under Suicide Squad's authority. I've recruited some members of Task Force X to assist. Get the job done.
It's gonna be weird not flying. Oh, that's gonna be so weird.
You don't stand a chance.
You don't want to do this. Trust me. Need a sec to catch your breath? You're getting nowhere fast. Looks like that hurt.
Oh shit! They're like, there's a fucking lantern.
Stronger than yours.
Ah! Nightwing just stunned me. That's a good attack. Hey, take out a speedster. You just stun his ass.
My spirit will not be broken. Not even close. Come on, keep up.
Got him. Oh. Oh my god. He's fast. You're done? With both of them, you get the Oblivion Bar done too?
Saddens me. Are you even? You're getting nowhere fast.
I'll fix it.
You almost got me. I was hoping for a workout. I believe.
Oh.
Catch me if you can.
Woo! I like it. I like it. Oblivion Bar. It's called the Oblivion Bar. There's a quest called the Oblivion Bar. Woo! That was pretty good. First time on the Flash. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I'm just flying around like I'm definitely, it's like a newbie driving a Porsche. You know, hey, here's a Porsche. Psh, good luck. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I'll take this for a cruiser too. Oh, sure. You know, it's just like, I don't know. The PvP is fun in the game. It really is. It's just not very competitive. I want it to be, if I was going to say that what's the PvP score on this, I'd give it a 5, around average. Oh, in single player missions, it's called the Oblivion Bar quest. It's a quest with Constantine where you get an artifact. Right. Absolutely. Yep, that's it. You'll need it because you need artifacts. Because you'll level the artifacts as you're progressing. We're going to drive it one more time. We're going to take out the Porsche. We'll take the Porsche for a cruise. I feel a little weird. It's kind of like, what is going on here? The PvP is about a 5 in this game. It's slightly better than Elder Scrolls Online. Not really much. It has the opposite problems Elder Scrolls has. So it's like, counterplays here. The cool aspects are here. Like your favorite villains and heroes. Cool. Arenas. Cool. That's basically like battlegrounds. Cool. Objectives. Cool. Just 2 minor problems in a game mode they're missing. They're missing a game mode, and I'm not going to give that out for free. No more of that shit for me. No. Not anymore. So, Elder Scrolls Murkmire tomorrow will be interesting. I think a lot of players will adapt. I honestly think. The players who can't adapt are going to be forum QQers for the rest of their existence. Now, where's the future of Elder Scrolls PvP? Well, I think there's mixed things going on with that. I feel like they're heading in the right direction fundamentally, but performance, what are you going to do if let's say tomorrow, Mystic, on your Sork that runs Thunderbug, what other sets do you run with it? I really like Thunderbug, just going over options. I run Lich. I run the Lich set. So the new set that comes with Murkmire is a good set. It's a really, really good set. And then you have Lich. I use a recovery because it's Thunderbug is I'm using it for resistance. So I use 5 Lich, right? And I use the Jory of Thunderbug. So because it's got that resistance in the stats. It's all about resistance, you know, and resource management with Murkmire. It's gonna be, I guess, what you would call the meta, if you want to call meta. There's other ways around it though, but hey. 2v2 and Ace Chemicals. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can like flash, like literally like blink. Did that. My artifact RN is on. Okay, cool. And you got your lair. Did you get your lair set up? And you got your armory and stuff. So basically everything's just now about like trying to get stuff up there with that. Come on. Oh shit. Good play. They're a guild. I think I seen 2 450s on their you always want to pay attention to like guilds.
It's Waller. I'm taking over this situation. This team is now operating under Suicide Squad's authority.
See how he's spamming? That's all they're doing. See? They're both doing the same thing. Block break from range. 450s. They're both in the guild. You see that? All they do. That's all they do. There's no skill to the game because there's no recovery. It's like the counterplays here, there's just no skill to it because we have no recovery points. It's like, what the fuck? It's just, what do? We're going to block break to death. Now I'm just going to... And it's just like, run and recover. Oh, I hate being a speedster. God dang it. It's too fast. Trying to...
How'd you like this? For justice.
Nice. Just kept stunning. Season controller. Did you guys see that? I'm done with my evil lair. Nice. Once you do that, then you can do setup for your singles, your duos, your events. Get your events out of the way. That's probably the next best thing to do. Set up and because that's going to get resetted for.
Let me guess. You're the bad guy. Fastest man alive.
Pardon my fist.
Now see, look. All they're going to do is block break. That's all anybody does in this game. That's why I don't recommend it. It's like they have a perfect counter. The problem of it is it gets abused. So it's like, what's wrong with PvP? It does the block break deals as much damage as to a regular attack. It's like, oh shit. It's like, yeah. It's a problem.
Too slow.
Then you add me on a new tune.
The way of my fist.
God dang it. Look at this. I can't even fucking hold still.
Need a sec to catch your breath?
Nice. See, look what he's doing. Look. See him? See him? You see him? All he's doing is hitting the block break and the stun. That's it.
You're getting nowhere fast.
See the block break. You break it out, and now you can get stunned again. That's the problem. It's like, why is PvP bad in DC? Well, I can give you just 2 reasons. Oh, shit.
Pardon
It
my
doesn't
fist.
take much. It doesn't take much to decipher what's going on. See, look. That's it. Game over. That's all it takes. Block break, block break, block break, block break, block break, block break, block. Every game can get its abusive aspect. And in this game, it's just CC to the block break and statting. It's just, it's all it is. Counterplay, is it here? Absolutely. It has better counterplay than Elder Scrolls will ever see in its day. Elder Scrolls will never have the counterplay that this game has. And does this game have PvP problems? Yes. Why? I don't know. It takes like 3 fucking block breaks and you're dead. So, there you have it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get going. But, yeah, just keep it up, Mo. I wasn't anticipating hooking up with anybody today. Like, I had shit to do with my daughter. Actually, both of my daughters today. So, and I just wanted to come on because tomorrow is Murkmire launch. So I wanted to really cover that with Murkmire. I will be on tomorrow sometime, so I'll help you out. Try to get that all taken care of. And try to progress, you know, trying to get you up there. But, you know, I will be on tomorrow sometimes as well on Elder Scrolls to do some PvP highlights, go over the changes, because it's my responsibility. You know, I mean, to get on there, PvP on Elder Scrolls, show you guys what's going on, all of this shit. So, am I rusty at this game PvP? Yes. Is it skill based? No. Because there's like those two were in a guild. The points of interest are in between, and the block break covers the distance. And that's what I'm keep trying to say. Keep PvE devs away from PvP. If you're going to be a PvP game, for God fucking sakes. For God fucking sakes. For God fucking sakes. Keep them the fuck away from PvP. You only put one person in charge of PvP. And that is a dedicated dev to PvP. Now, some people might say that's a little overboard. And I would tell them these exact words. Bullshit. If they can't figure out what things to do, if PvP is not enough to keep them busy throughout a work year, I don't know what the fuck you think your game has going on. But I can guarantee you, PvP can always get adjusted and always content added. Thank you. I'm done. I'm Mr. Craven. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.